Hello everyone, you're welcome to Healthy Options with Maureen. Today we'll be making some red chili sauce. The good thing about chili is that it's loaded with vitamin C, which makes it very good for you. It makes it very good for your immune system. I'll be listing the benefits of chilies in this video so that you can check that out. I'll also be leaving a link so you can check out how to make my green pepper sauce. We're making the red pepper sauce today. The good thing about this sauce is it actually elevates any meal when you add it to your food. Come with me as we make this. I know for sure you will like this. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't forget to do so by hitting on the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video and don't forget to share as well. Thank you. So for our red chili sauce, we'll be needing some cayenne pepper or any fresh red chili you can find, some red bell peppers, white onions, dried chilies. These are actually optional. They are very strong chili peppers. As you can see, I'm just using a little bit of that. I like my chili sauce white hot, so I like to add on these dried chilies. But if you're not into heat, then you can make do without this. We need some garlic, vegetable oil, salt, and another optional ingredient is the sumac. It helps give it a bit of tang. You can substitute a little bit of apple cider vinegar for this, but if you have sumac, it helps give it a little bit of tang. It helps give it a little bit of acidity, so it balances the taste of the sauce. So I like to add this towards the end of my cooking, and so it is if you're using apple cider, so you have to add just a little bit towards the end of your cooking to give it a little bit of tang. So right now we'll go ahead to blend most of these ingredients, then we'll commence with making our red chili sauce. So right here we have a blender, and I'm just going to be adding a bit of water into this so that it can help us blend this with ease. Then the garlic goes into the blender, the cayenne peppers or any red chilies you can find, and the next thing we'll be adding are the dried chili peppers, the very spicy ones. Like I said, this is optional, so if you don't have this or if you're not really into heat, you mustn't add this on. So that goes in as well. So we're going to start by blending these three ingredients to a smooth paste before adding on our bell peppers and the onions. So I'm just going to cover this and I'm going to start blending. I'm going to stop this and I'll scrape down the sides of my blender, then I'll keep blending. The reason why we are doing this is that we really want to crush up the white seeds in these peppers, because that's what contributes to the heat of the pepper. I just scrape down the walls of my container and I'm adding a bit of water again. I don't like to add loads of water at the beginning because it will take a lot of time to cook it out, so I just add bits as required. So I'm just going to turn this on again and keep blending. As you can see, we can still see the seeds, so I can reduce the seeds before adding on the onions and the red bell peppers. So that's what this should look like by the time you're done blending. Most of the seeds should have disappeared, as you can see. Then the reason why I like to add this on at a later stage is that it helps to provide a bit of chunkiness in your pepper sauce. Depending on how you like your texture, you can decide to add this all in and blend it at once. But I'm adding this at a later stage because I won't be grinding this completely smooth. I will just leave bits of little chunks in it so that you can see a little bit of texture when you're having your pepper sauce. I'm just going to be adding the onions now. The onions goes in, and the bell pepper goes in as well. I'm going to blend it to give a rougher texture. So that's what the texture looks like within. Like I said, I prefer mine this way. If you don't, then you can blend it to be completely smooth. Go ahead with the next step now. So we have a skillet heating up on the stove top, and I'll just be adding my oil into this. I'm just going to add on this into the pan. Stir. So we're just going to let this sit here. At this point I'll be adding the salt as well. So in goes the salt, and I'm going to give this a good mix. So we'll just let this cook down until the fluid in it dries up. Then we'll be adding on the sumac. So that's what it looks like by the time it has been cooked down. So at this point I'll be reducing my heat and I'll be adding on the sumac spice. So the sumac spice goes in now. Just a little bit of that. And I'm just going to give that a stir. It really helps to make it a bit tangy, and it adds on a nice sour kick to it to balance up the flavors. So at this point our pepper sauce is ready, and I'm just going to turn it out and show you how I like to stir this. So that's how I like to stir my red pepper sauce. I usually add on a bit of olive oil on the surface just to cover the surface entirely. I like to keep this covered in the refrigerator after it has cooled down thoroughly. It's important to note you don't double dip when you're using this. You just take a scoop at a time and add it to your meals, or you use another platter to dish out whatsoever quantity you'll be needing. Then keep this in the refrigerator. This can last for up to 2 weeks or even more in the refrigerator. We hope you give this recipe a go and let us know what your take is on this. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and please do share as well. Thank you.